Hey, what's up, Sports to the Bone family? What's up, family? Welcome to another live show. Hope you guys are doing okay. Hope everybody's safe and would have made it through the day. All right, so we have quite a few things to talk about, right? Quite a number of things. I know some persons are ready to go at it as it regards to West Indies. You understand? We had our first warm-up game earlier today. We took on Pakistan. So we are definitely going to be spending some time, and we're going to be talking about how things went. All right. We had a I don't know if I should say a strange starting 11, but the players got an opportunity to go out there. And as I said, we have a next game Wednesday against Afghanistan. So probably we're not even going to see the same side. I don't know how many persons would have watched the video that I did earlier this morning talking about the defeat, right? I was talking about the defeat, and I was saying that the mere fact that we had a lot of players soaking up that balls, I was sort of wondering if the instruction was to go out there, get a feel of the pitch, bat 25, 30 deliveries and see what amount of runs they can get just to see what the surface is. I'm not using this as any sort of excuse, but when we are trying to reason the cricket to a different level, we have to look at things from the coach's perspective also, and say it's a strong possibility that they wouldn't have wanted such a bad performance. But usually, players in T20 would go and go at the ball. And if we notice, majority of them were stuck and trying to play down ball and all of that. But I'm not saying it's the correct way to go about it, because if we behave like that in the World Cup, we are not even going to make it past the first round. You understand? But whatever it is that they are sorting out, I am hoping that they will sort it out soon. All right. So we have a couple of persons in. All right. So the first comment we see Cedric Crickets. He's saying go Chase. Gabriel said, can I join you guys live and share my opinions? Not a problem. The live will be open shortly from now. Not a problem. I just gonna go through, read some comments first, sort of set the pace a little bit, and maybe in the next 25 to 30 minutes, probably I will open it up. But once I am ready to open up the thing, not a problem, man. You can come on and share your opinion. All right. Moses is saying starting 11: Evan Lewis, Chris Gale, Ruston Chase, Sherman Hetmeyer, Nicholas Pooran, Pollard, Russell, Dwayne Bravo, Jason Holler, Hayden Wash Jr., Ravi Rampal. All right. Shane is saying, blessed evening. Yes, Shane, evening, man. Big up yourself. All right. How's he saying? A heart of love, sports to the bone and all. Yeah, man. Blessings. Welcome, welcome. Guys, as you log on, just go ahead and hit the like button now, so we can kind of push out the thing. So, some of the people that are not aware that we're live, they will get the notification. Or the thing will come up in the top of their feed. Yeah, man. But as I said earlier, we had a couple of warm-up games today. Not only West Indies versus Pakistan, but we're also going to be looking at the India versus England game. And it was a very good game. I watched that one from start to front. I watched that one from start to end. I must admit that where the West Indies game is concerned, I didn't get to see the when we were batting. So that's why you'll notice in the video that I did this morning, I wasn't able to eloquently explain the batting and all of that because I didn't see it. You understand? Jacob said, good night, sports to the bone. I believe the coach was trying to see how they want to play in the final 11 against England. All right. Smith said, good night, all. Big up, Smith. Douglas said, Gale wastes too many deliveries today, too many dot balls. We need to rotate the strike more. Yeah, that's an issue. Cricket Talk said, no worry, Allen, Russell, Bravo, Lewis did not play today. Yeah, but the thing is that, you see, the players that we had today, they were quality. We had some quality players out there that would have been on the T20 circuit for a while. So, it would be fair to say that, fans could be in their right to ask for more. You understand? Yeah, Joseph, night, blessings, welcome. Cricket Talk said it's only practice match, bro. Also, Allen, Bravo, Russell Lewis did not play today. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying, I'm saying that the coaches probably use it to start to look at things But that's why I'm saying when we're reasoning the cricket and we're trying to reason it to a higher dimension, we not only want to look at what is in front of us. You know, it's a warm-up game. The pitch will be new to some of these players. So that's why I'm saying the coach maybe said to them, all right, go out there, see if you can face 25 to 30 deliveries, whatever amount of runs you get, then you know you get that and if you get out, no problem. Or if you have to retire and come in and make somebody else. But that is how warm-up game goes. But a lot of people that love cricket and watch cricket for years don't really understand certain things. Yeah, you understand? Not saying that I know it all, you know, but we have to look at things from different levels. White is saying Lewis still injured. Well, I haven't heard any updates, so I won't mislead anybody. I'm not sure what's happening. Contact 20 in the house. Big up yourself, Contact. He's saying, does anyone know if Allen or Russell injured still or not? We are not sure where Russell is concerned. I remember the final game, the final of the IPL, Owen Morgan, the captain of the KKR, had said that you know they didn't want to risk it because he was not 100%. So you know they didn't go with him. So it's a possibility that he might be ready for Saturday because usually when you tweak your hamstring, as I would have explained in a previous video, I am no scientist, I am no doctor or anything like that. But if you tweak your hamstring, it can be a grade 1, grade 2, or grade 3 tear. So it depends on the tier. You know, one might allow you to miss out for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You know, if it's severe, you might have to be out for a month. You know, you're a month into 7, 8 weeks or so. So we are hoping that Russell's own is not too bad and he will come back in. Smith said, can someone tell me how can we score 190? Well, it is simple. We maximize in the power play. Whoever is batting up there, don't soak up a lot of that ball. Whoever comes at number 3, 4 continues by rotating the strike, and then the power hitters finish off. Simple. But it's easier said than done, you know. Jacob said, my 11 against England in the opening World Cup, Lewis, Gale, Simmons, Hetmeyer, or Chase. All right, Pooran, Pollard, Russell, Bravo, that's Dwayne Bravo, Allen, McCoy, Rampal, or Walsh. All right. Cricket Talk said, no, I don't think Chase make debut in 23 October. I already tell you he is not ready for a quality bowler face. It's true. Okay, Cricket Talk, I hear you. Danny Ling said, Moses, that is the playing 11 I would work with. All right. All right, Cricket Talk said it's a grade 2 Russell injury. Oh, so they had confirmed that it's a grade 2 tear. All right, once again, guys, I am not diagnosing anybody. I'm not a doctor, right? But because I am in the coaching world, I sort of understand. So if it's a grade 3, if it's a grade 2 tier, it might not, you know, it probably usually maybe a month or so, you know, 3 to 4 weeks, and give or take, you know, before you can put any real pressure on it. You understand? I don't know if they're gonna play him at 50% or what, you know. But yeah, man. I'm not sure who we have, but I just see the guest button highlight and said that 2 persons are waiting. So if you're hearing me, guys, just give me a second. Let me kind of go through and read a couple more of the comments because you know once you start on with the panel, we won't get a chance to highlight persons that are commenting. Smith say Lewis is my worry. All right. Joseph say Gale and number 3 killing the team. Let him open, although it was a warm-up match. All right. All right. James said the pre-match commentary for the IPL final was saying that Russell was available, but KKR still went with Shakib. Well, it's contrary to what I'm hearing though, because after the game, I remember hearing Morgan saying that you know they weren't sure, so they didn't want to push him. They didn't want to push him, so no. Contact says Sports to the Bone, who impressed you with the ball for us? With the ball. I want to tell you, generally speaking, I saw some areas that need to improve, but nobody never really stand out much. I mean, the 2 deliveries that Hayden Walsh produced to get his wickets, those were very good, but he went for some runs. You know, the first delivery got rid of Babar Azam. I know persons will say that Azam got his 50 and was looking to go hard, but I will point it out that he thought he had that ball covered. He went down thinking that the ball was covered. The ball left him and he was out stumped. That one that he got used to get out. I think it was Mohamed Hafiz. That one actually floated up and dipped on him. So it was a good delivery. Hetmeyer took a good catch. I wasn't too impressed with O'Shane Thomas. Not as bad as probably I would have expected. Obed McCoy didn't look too bad. I think at the initial stage, he started bold, short and wide. But same thing with Rastan Chase. He got a couple of overs, bowl some long ups, was carted away to the boundary, But I don't know if I saw anything overly impressive. Russell Cricket Talk says Russell must come in now against England. All right. Jacob says Sports to the Bone. That's just a warm-up game. The biggest party will come on the 23rd of October. That when the real West Indies team will play. I am looking forward for 180 to 204. All right. I know that the team is expected to be stronger. And that's why I'm not knocking them, You notice the video that I did earlier today, even this live, I'm not knocking them because I understand things from a coaching's perspective. If you have a warm-up game and you have a couple of players that you want them to get their eye in, I would say to them, go out there, bat 25 to 30 deliveries. Don't matter how much runs you get, try not to try to work yourself in, and then we'll take it from there. But as I said, you have to have the ability to really look at things different from the score. Generally speaking, we would have wanted to take it, but we don't know what was the ultimate goal of the coaching staff there, because it was just a warm-up game. David say all the way. All right. See a Canada flag and a Trinidad flag. All right. The vibe say we need a spin bowler like Badri in the team. Remember, we spoke about that on the last live. Evan say my starting 11 for the first match: Lewis, Simmons, Gale, Chase, Hetmeyer, Pooran, Pollard, Russell, Allen, Bravo, McCoy. I am not sure how to play Chase and Gale in the same side. All right. Jacob says Sports to the Bone. I like how McCoy and Rampal bowled today. Yeah, they weren't overly bad. They weren't bad. A couple of deliveries maybe to get the word himself in. But they weren't bad. They weren't too bad. But we'll need more probing deliveries. We'll definitely need more probing deliveries when we are going to take wickets. Owen say, can you explain to me why Gale is batting at 3? Well, this is something that we have been talking about for months now. So all I can say now is that I'm not sure. I would have said it already. I know I'm going to get stick for it, but you wouldn't be in my team anyways. Cricket Talk say Chase should play test format. It suits him. All right, maybe if so be the case, then people like David Warner, people like Gales, people like Polish, all of those guys that started their cricket playing test cricket should just stick to it then. If a man go out and prove himself and is able to make the team, we should just say that because he's better at test, he should stick to test, even though he's outperforming the others that we claim to be T20 specialists. Just ask him. Sheldon say we will need to take wickets to beat sides, so Rampal must have the new ball. Yeah, we definitely can't look to restrict. We definitely can't look to bowl out 20 overs and hope not to concede runs. We have to take wickets. The vibe said they was trying to get all the pitch playing to me. You see, but that is the thing, the vibes. I am saying it, but not a lot of persons can understand that. Jacob says, Sports to the Bone, I feel the catch. I feel the coach just tell those guys just to feel the pitch. That is what I have been saying, but a lot of people type in the comment section say, I don't know what I'm talking about. So maybe I am wrong. James says, Windies and England both lost today. So whoever is the loser of the match on Wednesday will have some concerns heading into the actual tournament. It depends on the level that they put out there still. And I want to tell you that England didn't look too bad, England made 188. They looked good. Moeen Ali stroked the ball well. Who else got some runs? I think Josh Butler and another one got in the teens. Johnny Bairstow, I think, got 49. Yeah, man. It's just that Rahul and Ishan Kishan was just extremely good. David Evans say West Indies will not win the World Cup if they don't learn to rotate strike. Douglas say O'Shane Thomas don't seem to be bowling to a plan, just seems to be carrying over his hand. He has no skills and he will be punished whenever he's under pressure. I tell people, Batsmen are not afraid of pace anymore, you know. People have bowling machine, they put the bowling machine to 150, 160 miles per hour and stand in front of it and bat. If batsmen were afraid of deliveries, or if batsmen were afraid of pace bowling still, you wouldn't see people trying to scoop ball and putting their head in front of the ball and all of that. You know, so pace without skill not going to get you anywhere. Joseph say England did well, rotation of strike, etc. was good. Yeah, man, I agree, Joseph. As I said, I watched the entire game, England versus India. You know, it's just that I tell you, man, the Indians, they took it from ball one when with the opening batsmen. Rahul and Ishan Kishan, they went out there and they dominated. I think they put on, I don't remember if it was 80 something or 90 something that they put on together. You understand? And then Rahul was removed. You know, Kohli came in, didn't make much. You know, and David Milan came on. He was looking good. You know, then he got out. And then I think it was Johnny Bairstow who came in, got a quick 49 and things. So, yeah, man. Plumber say we are all on the Gale bandwagon, but it is a team. Let and skipper need to do better. You keep giving him a pass. What skipper? Which skipper am I giving a pass? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Cricket talk say Windy should play aggressive. Windy is not like other country. Team we play full match winner and power hitter. Even 2-3 mix. Team player not compare our team and one but us. Alright. I hear you. But I don't know. You see? I don't know if you guys would have heard the video that I did today. I said that it wasn't a performance that I would have wanted to see, but I don't know. It's a warm-up game, you know, so there are different plans to it. There are sometimes when you have warm-up games, there are plans that are bigger than winning. And I know I might take a little stick for saying this, but going into warm-up games and practice match, majority of the time, you have bigger plans than actually going out there to win. When you're having a stretch of practice games with the same 11 that you plan to use, then you know you might be concerned if you are losing on the track going into the tournament. But when you have a couple of batsmen that you want to get used to the pitch, you know you're going to change up things, you put them out there and let them, you know, give them the instruction. But not a lot of people will understand that. All right. Evan say, is Andre Russell going to be fit for the first match? They should not play someone who is not fit. I agree. Once someone is not fit, don't play him. But I don't know if he's fit or not. I'm not sure. It's slow pitch and also different venue, not Dubai Stadium. Yeah, but the pitches are usually the same. You know? It's just that the dimensions of the ground might be a little bit different. But we expect the pitches to play more or less the same. Contact say, sports in the bone, I said it before, and I'll say it again. If we don't improve strike rotation UAE, we will not make the semis. These pitches are not boundary bashing pitches. All right, and I agree. And even if you do get the boundary, it has to be with good timing and good placement. And not a lot of our players are definitely the best when it comes on to placing the ball and timing the ball. Majority of them are very good at powering the ball. So just look at a combination of spin bowlers and medium pace bowlers that are tricky coming up against our batsmen. How are we going to hold up? All right. I'm gonna be opening up the live now, guys. So if persons are on, if you are new and you want to come on, just type in the comment section so I can know who it is. I don't want to let in anybody and then, you know, people we go see any mishap like you know what had happened before. Douglas said KL Rahul is one of the most informed batsmen in the world. Right now, he's very dangerous. Right now, his strike rate is really good. His timing of the ball is excellent. Douglas, you are spot on. You are spot on. When he's scoring his runs, it is so effortless. Sometimes I'm not even aware that, you know, I might be looking and he's at 25, 30, and when I look, he's at 70, 80 because of the fluidity, how easy he scores his runs. You understand? So we'll see how it goes. Sutherland say West Indies better be on their game because even the associate teams are coming to slay. And I agree with you, Shane. You understand? Some of these associate teams, they have some good cricketers out there, you know. It's just that they are not able to play cricket consistently as we are able to. So, you know, make we see how it go. Make we see how it go. Sheldon Smith say Pakistan batsmen were walking at our fast bowlers. That should tell us something about the pitch. All right, so you're saying we need to be able to mix it up, Sheldon. That's why I'm saying the out and out just pace will not. It doesn't matter what you try. I saw one genuine edge. I don't remember seeing anymore. Probably I saw more and don't remember, but I saw one genuine edge going through with pace and movement from O'Shane Thomas that one, and we didn't have a slip in. And he went down to the boundary, I think, for 4. So as you say, the batsmen are not afraid to come out and play their shots, so we have to be careful. Jacob says, Sports with Bone, what wrong with Fletcher? Some shot. I want to tell you, I won't even take on Fletcher because right now Fletcher wouldn't even be in my team. John said West Indies need to improve the top order. All right, Paul said West Indies margin. All right, Cricket say kick out Fletcher, Thomas, Chase, waste of time. All right. Sports Addiction Entertainment say right now, to how I see it, if Andre is not fit, I would play him mainly as a batsman up in the order and use Pollard, Hetty, and Allen as power hitter down the order. But the problem with that though is if you are going to play him up the order, he's going to be expected to run strike, to run runs and rotate the strike. If he's not fully fit, how is he going to bat up the order and rotate the strike? You know, not shooting down an argument, but you know, I'm just trying to see how it would work. Cherry said that the boundaries are very big in the UAE. Besides Sharjah, strike rotation is just important as boundary hitting. I would agree. We need to rotate strike. The vibe say Fletcher don't have any foot movement. All right, let me see who we have in now. I think Marlon is here. I want to say the cameras them can't turn on at the people. Let me see who we talking to or not hide. Who we have? We have Marlon and I think we have a new person on. What going for the camera there? Marlon and the new person wanna do hiding? Now hiding no face.
Dark.
Alright. Hold on, Marlon. I think we have just go ahead and tell me your name, remind me of your name and where you're joining us from. I think I'm seeing Gabriel.
Yeah, my name is Gabriel Mendoza. I'm joining from Trinidad and Tobago.
Alright, you're joining us from TNT.
Yeah, Trinidad, yeah.
Trinidad, the place where my favorite cricketer of all time come from, Dinesh Ramdey.
I thought it was me and
I'm going to get some stick for that, you know. But yeah, man. So let's go now, guys. Let me just remind you quickly, the persons that are commenting, you know, once we are on, I have to continuously remind persons because we have new people every time. Once we are on, I won't be able to read all the comments because we have to, you know, give the persons on the panel a chance to talk. Cedric Cricket say, oh, good night. All right, good night, Cedric. Cedric Saramdin. Oh, I guess he's just calling me by the name where them know me by. All right, so yeah, man. Go ahead. We're going to give you a first crack at it, Gabriel. Any relation to Shannon Gabriel? Same country, any relation?
Nah.
No, all right. So go ahead and tell us what you thought about the warm-up game today. You got a chance to see the game?
Yeah, I saw the game. Well, my opinion on the game is well, to me, from 3 years of playing cricket, especially warm-up games, the first thing the coaches will tell you when you're approaching a warm-up game is don't go out and get yourself injured. And I think that's what they tell the players, and they give other players a chance to let them go out and see what they can do, like Fletcher and then so I think people shouldn't really get so down as after seeing that performance this morning because it didn't really look like they was studying about winning the game, right? And especially our players in the Caribbean, they're prone to getting injuries. So I am not vexed or anything how they approach the game. They look like they just wanted to see how the wicket was playing and try and rotate the strike and thing. But as viewers, we will get vexed because of that, because we want to be entertained and see fireworks and the place light up and thing. But it was hard to watch, but that is just how it had to go.
All right. Your first time on the program, and not because I agree with you, I'm going to say this, but solid point. Solid point. It's a practice game. And if we have played cricket at any sort of level, or we're going to just, if we are to think more than fans and look at the preparation, then we would understand. It was hard to watch, as you said, but majority of the time when we're having practice games, we want to go out there. Batsmen that are not in form, go out there, face 25, 30 deliveries, whatever amount of runs you get, doesn't really matter. See what happens, and then you come in if anything. That is why I know practice games to go.
It was real painful to watch Chris Gayle face 30 balls without playing an aggressive shot, because that is not how he is played.
Yeah, it's rough. Yeah, Marlon. You saw the game?
Yes, I saw the game, and I disagreed with my esteemed panelists. I couldn't disagree more.
All right, let us hear it.
First, I disagree with is how we are playing the practice match into the analysis. That is my disagreement. Let me tell you why I am not panicking but concerned. The problems we saw in that game is the problems we saw throughout the home series in the T20s. This problem is not new. The inability to rotate the strike. I think we have about 40 that balls, you know.
Yeah.
We have probably more than 40 that balls. I cannot see that and then say it was good. Listen, at one point, Iman Wasim was going at 2 runs and over. And I think he did the same thing in the home swell. We didn't get to play Pakistan much, but I think he did that in a game, in one of the games that was the only game that was completed. That is really, really poor. And another thing why I disagree with the idea of the practice game is because Lennox, we all know that there are certain players in that team that are fighting for a position. The 11 is not settled.
That is it.
If you are going out there knowing that you are trying to cement your name with the team because the team is not settled, you would not play like that.
No, but you have to play on the coach's instruction. That is the thing, you know. That's why I'm saying it depends on the goal. It depends on the goal.
Can't agree with that, Lennox. Some of these guys are playing. These guys are not like Pollard and certain other guys who will surely make the team, you know, come hell or high water. There are about 3 or 4 individuals who are battling for position. And to see that display, like taking it from the top, I'm not too concerned about the fact that Andre Fletcher failed in the way he did. Because
Fletcher won't play, no. Fletcher won't play.
No, let me tell you why I'm not concerned. He only stood there for 7 balls. However, listen, 20 from 30 balls is a poor strike rate from Gayle. Listen, that is inexcusable. And
yeah, it's rough, man. You're rough.
I see somebody said Chase don't belong there, blah, 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 whatever. This is not me trying to bash Gayle and defend Chase. But Lennox, there was one particular over. I think it was over before Chase got out. Chase played a shot into the leg side. A flick in the leg side. 1 run. First ball of the over. Gayle proceeded to block the remaining 5 balls. And then Chase got out the next over. Why?
Yeah, so
I was telling.
Yeah, they didn't get a chance to. They didn't get a chance to really unsettle the bowler.
Exactly.
Share some.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
The reason you say it have men on the team that is fighting for the position. I don't really think so. I think that team already settled. The only players that fighting for the position in this team to play the first game is Walsh Jr. and Ruston Chase. And that is why he went and played that shot, because he had in his mindset, I believe, that he wanted to perform, and well, Gayle was doing the normal thing and putting the team under pressure, and that's why Chase played that shot, because he wanted to prove to the coaches that he should be in the starting 11. You can carry on.
But in responding to your point, what I mean is that even as a player, you know that you are outside on the fringes of the team. Once you get a chance to prove yourself, you want to do the best. And in my opinion, some of those guys, a coach cannot look at me and tell me that, listen, go out there, play simple, play easy, when I know I need to impress.
Yeah, in the back of your mind as a player,
Exactly.
you would definitely want to push on. I understand that, you understand the instruction given by the coach, but you would want to push on. So I see where you are going, but sometimes, as me say, you play to a plan, but it was poor. You notice I can't really give a detailed analysis of how each of them got out, because I made it clear I didn't get a chance to watch us batting. When I woke up and turned on the thing, we were just walking out on the field to start bowling. So that's why I am not even able to say who played what type of shot or whatever, So
I didn't see when the first 2 wickets fell. I didn't see that.
But
I saw thereafter. And I tell you, that's how Chase got out. Gale got out when he played one aggressive shot. The guy beat him for pace. They bowled him.
Oh, he got out bowled?
Yes, he got out bowled. Next game, I think it was Hetty. And Hetty had a okay. Hetty, outside of Pollard, Hetmeyer was the only batsman to put up his hand.
Yeah, I think Hetmeyer got 28 at a strike rate of 166, I guess. Or not 60, I don't remember.
The strike rate was barely over 100.
It was up barely over 100.
Yes, it wasn't that blistering. But he was rotating the strike and he played a few shots. Disappointing.
All right. Yeah, it was 116. Hetmeyer got 28 off 24, so yes, 116.
Nicholas Pooran was disappointed. At one point, he was 2 off 7. The strike rotation, he wasn't doing much. Hit a 6, and then hereafter he went. Lennox, the problem, the batting. I am not panicking because Evan Lewis didn't play. I don't know if he's injured. But
I am here wondering what is happening. He didn't play the last 2 Rajasthan Royals game, even though he top scored for them. But I'm not sure what's happening with him.
Lennox, if that man does not play the top of the order, we are in trouble.
Problem, man. Problem.
Let me honest with you. We are in trouble.
Yeah, so, problem.
That to me was the batting. The poor strike rate was ridiculous. That balls was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So we can't get past that. The bowling now, I thought the bowling was equally poor. But in defense of the bowlers, they didn't have much to work with. They really didn't have much
to work with. The target was small.
Because Baba Azam played a test match innings. Like it wasn't an attacking innings.
Yeah, we didn't really see any rush shot. The only rush thing that he did, and I wouldn't even call it rush because you would think that he covered the ball. He delivered that Walsh ball to get him out. The way he went down, he was going down to cover it, but Walsh beat him and he got out. I don't recall seeing him really being troubled at any point.
Well, wasn't it him who Hetmeyer drop?
Hetmeyer drop one on the boundary, wasn't it? I don't remember if it was what's the next attacking guy that ended up not out on 40 something. I think it was him. I'm not sure. So that would have probably been another foul shot then.
Let me tell you what I didn't like too much about the bowling, Lennox. Obed Mackay was too wide.
Yeah, he started off really wide, and that's what I said at the top of the live. He started. He didn't. Yeah, he started off a little
inside
wide.
Half stump. Two-way one. Chase had a over.
Chase ball short. Yeah, ball short.
He started off with a 4 Lennox, then proceeded to bowl 4 dot balls. And the last ball along up to Baba Azam 6. Poor.
Yeah, poor.
A good over that could have gone for 6 runs, went for 10. Ian Welch, I wasn't impressed. I thought he was short, a little wayward also. But I can't kill the bowlers because getting 130 to defend is nothing.
Yeah, you need going up against Pakistan, man, in those sort of conditions. You need upward of 175, 180, the least.
I think that was a 150 pitch.
Yeah, it wasn't really difficult. As I said, still I didn't see how we lost our wickets, but based on how Pakistan batted, it didn't look all that difficult. But you see, I guess because we don't plan to rotate strike. Remember, just maybe last week the vice captain said that they are going to to play how they play now. They're not focusing on any singles. Hold on, as thing Sheldon is saying that Lewis was struck on the leg and required treatment in twice in that match. So I think he's talking about the last match that he played for Rajasthan Royals. I think I watched that game, but I don't remember the incident. But hopefully he's around. Hopefully he's coming around though. All right. Yeah, man. So as we were saying, the bowling, I wasn't really overly impressed with the bowling. You understand? I think most of the bowlers, they were short and wide. You know, and we're not going to work like that. And pitches and that sort of pitch, definitely not going to work. We're going to get clobbered all over the place. All over the place. You understand? As regards to the Gabriel, as regards to the way in which the batting order was set up today, what you think about that? You're one of them that believe Gale should open and then he will magically return to form. What's your thought on that?
Well, my thoughts is that I don't really agree with Gale batting at 3, but West Indies coaching staff and the captain, like they agree with it. To me, it don't work, right? It only work about once or twice for West Indies. And if you really look at it, if he come off and he do well, we will go on to make about 230 or something, right? That is how them, I guess they just look at it, but they had to make sure it working first. And to me, it don't work. And they following what Kings 11 Punjab did in the IPL or Punjab Kings. Them put Gale to bat number 3 because they had no power hitting in the ending, and it was working for them. But West Indies don't really need that. We have power hitting in the end. So I don't really agree with Gale batting at number 3.
Yeah, but if it was the case of them wanting power hitting at the end, I don't think they would have batted him at number 3, that is Punjab. I think the reason.
I mean, like after the power play, somebody who can continue hitting the ball and get runs because they don't really have men to come in. They can't bank on men to come in at the back end to hit the ball. Nah, if you understand what I'm saying.
But if he was performing like the opener that we know of the olden days, nobody could dislodge him. So I guess it's because they had Rahul and another opener that was outperforming him. Where West Indies is concerned, no, we have Evan Lewis that is definitely our number 1 choice. So I guess because they are fiddling with the idea between Fletcher and Simmons, that's why they're trying to bat him at 3. You understand? But you know, we will see how it goes. We'll see. I see a comment here saying nobody is saying if Andre Russell fit, why did he not play today? That's what I said at the top of it. I'm not sure if he's fully 100% ready, or you know, remember, you know, based on what I heard in the finals of the IPL, captain said that he wasn't 100%. They didn't want to push him. So it's a strong possibility that he's 95% there, and they just want to keep him fresh for England. You understand? As well as it can be the case where he's not fully fit. I'm not sure. We didn't get anything from the coaching staff, so I won't be able to say. I would be making up things, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, so yeah, man. So Marlon, in terms of the Afghanistan game that we're supposed to play Wednesday, what sort of approach you're thinking going? What amount of changes you think they're going to make to take a look at players? And same question will go to you, Gabriel, when Marlon is finished.
I don't see any changes being made, Lennox, because I don't see what changes need to be made, because it seems as if you could bat all 15 players. I assume not all of them field, but everybody gets a chance to bat. So they might change the batting lineup, but it's not the case where they have to choose 11. So I don't see anything major changing.
Yeah, they can start rotating.
Yes, but my issue is Afghanistan is not a good measuring stick anyway. So
we'll get a good test with the spinners, man. Nabi, Rashid. What's the next one?
Those are the only
No man, there's a next one there, man. Nabi, Rashid, and I will see it in the comment section eventually, but I understand what you're saying. It's not if we're Majib, yes, I think his name is Majib. They have 3 of them, quality, very good. You understand? But in terms of really testing what we are capable of and how far we will go, I doubt they will be
able that against any performance.
Yeah, we can. Yeah. So I start to get what you're saying.
So I probably might watch it, but not with any. I mean, if the performance is poor, then we really have to learn. But if it is good, I think we learn anything. So that to me is a double-edged sword when you play against teams like them.
Yeah. As I said, I'm going to try and see if I can watch. Well, next one is going to be Wednesday. I'm going to try and see if I can watch it in its entirety, because I have to be giving halfway analysis of the game because I didn't see it. But in terms of what I saw today on the field, the bowling, they're definitely going to have to get it right, because I saw balls all over the place. Outside half stump, outside leg stump, short ball. We can't work like that at all. And we
were unable to put any pressure on those batsmen.
We didn't really put any pressure on them.
Get some that deliveries to put them on any amount of pressure. So the bowling was poor.
Yeah.
It's hard to defend that lower score, but the bowling was poor.
But I think, as they would say, the silver lining is that, I'm certain that there are a couple of players that will definitely come in once they are fit. But the players that were on the field today, we still should expect much from them, because these are all senior players, right? Majority of them, senior players. The Simmons, the Fletcher, the Gale, all of these guys. Raston Chase, coming off the back of 2 good CPL. These are all players that would have gotten a chance to really do some batting over the last couple of months. So 130 is, as I said, if it was the case of them being asked to go out there and express themselves and do what needs to be done, they definitely did not go anywhere near to that.
Lennox,
you understand? They didn't go anywhere near to it.
Batting performance was Lennox. I'm sure how bad the batting performance was. Pollard scored 20 in the last over. And we only scored 130. That to show you how bad.
Yeah, it was poor.
It was poor. And we batted all 20 overs.
Yeah.
So it was painful to watch. It was painful to watch.
I don't know. I see somebody saying we dropped a couple of catches. I remember seeing Hetmeyer putting down one. I'm trying to remember if I saw anymore.
I remember seeing that one. I can't remember.
Yeah, down on the boundary. I don't remember seeing anymore. But
even in the field, and this is where I would say I wouldn't kill them. This is where I wouldn't kill them now. There were some fielding opportunities where we gave away a one or an extra one. And what could have been a 1 was a 2. I won't kill them there because practice games. But with the batting and the bowling,
internet chip out, man.
No. I just finished.
Oh. I think Hayden Wash. I think Hayden Wash. See somebody saying Hayden Wash dropped 1 too. I don't remember, but the main things that we wanted to see, weren't really impressed with the whole batting and bowling. And we're going to. I don't know if you guys, Gabriel and Moran, I don't know if you guys got a chance to take a look at the England India game.
No, well, I didn't look at the game, but I saw the result. India played very good.
Yeah, India played good enough, but I want to tell you, England wasn't too bad either, especially with the bat. It's just that we were talking about it a little earlier, but when you see quality, it's just hard to move away from talking about quality. Rahul is so far ahead of some of these players that I am looking at now that it's an embarrassment. You understand? And remember, that's not their full strength team, because it's a possibility that Ishan Kishan getting 70 and retiring today will not even make that team, you know. It's a possibility
Because
that they won't even play. It's a strong possibility that Rohit Sharma, once Rohit Sharma is fit, he will come in. You understand? So
Yeah, one of my predictions is that KL Rahul will get most runs in the World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily have a prediction in my mind, but I won't knock that prediction because if we are going off the numbers and the sheer talent, not even on the talent, but the recent form, he will definitely be there and thereabout.
Yes,
you know?
he's in really good nick. He's in really
he's there and thereabout. Yeah, man.
You see, Lennox, I don't know if the pitch changed. I assume the pitch changed, but the same pitch that we played on is the same pitch the Pakistan game played on. I mean, not the Pakistan, the India game played because they were at the ground while we were playing. And
yeah, sure it wasn't the next field beside it. It was the same one.
Well, I don't know if it was a different strip, but it was the same ground.
Same ground.
Because during the game, our game, you could see Bravo was talking to Moeen Ali on the boundary. And at that point, the India team was arriving. So could be a different strip, but same ground.
I wasn't paying close attention.
But
remember, you know, Marlon, when our team batting and bowling, you know, sometimes some drastic miracles just come out of the blues, you know. The next team will just finish playing, all of a sudden everything just turn upside down.
Yes,
when it's overtime, you know, different pitch, everything.
I've experienced it before.
So, yeah, man. So it's rough. Say, Mr. Lover say same ground, same pitch. So you know, it's rough. It's rough. And even though we saw England putting down that performance, I want to tell you, know, their thing isn't too settled either, you know, because they are not too sure how they're going to line up that batting order with Butler, Bairstow, and what's the next one there that was at the top of the order?
Milan.
Roy,
well, he will Roy, Jason Roy. Well, once Jason Roy is playing, I think he's going to open. But between Johnny Bairstow and
Roy.
And remember those guys, all of those guys are openers, you know. Bairstow can't open, you know. Roy is there, not, you know, and Butler, you know. So good players, all of them are good players. It's just how they're going to do what they're going to do to get it right. That is the thing.
What his name is, Liam Livingston, is doubtful because
he actually
got a finger injury.
He was trying to take a catch. I think he was taking a catch, and I think he was trying to take a catch, and the ball hit him, and he had to come off. If I'm not mistaken,
I read that, but I don't think I read that. But I saw something saying he's doubtful.
I was watching I saw when it happened, but I'm not sure how serious the injury is. But you know, I think we're gonna have a couple more warm-up games tomorrow. I'm not sure if Australia was gonna be playing their warm-up game tomorrow, because I need to take a look at these teams, and especially South Africa, and see what's happening. I mean, we probably won't be able to. South Africa play today?
Yes, they played today.
Who they played again?
I don't remember who they played, but they played today. I think it was one of the weaker teams, but they played today. Bafuma took a brilliant catch. Somebody, I think it was over mid-wicket. And they won the game rather easily. I don't remember who they played, to be honest. Yes, they played Afghanistan.
Somebody saying Afghanistan. Yeah, based on what I'm seeing here,
and the spinner didn't trouble them much. The spinner didn't trouble them.
Yeah, let me see. South Africa batted first. They got 145 for 5 off their 20 over, and Afghanistan, they were only able to put together 104 off their 20 overs, 104 for 8. You know, so
That's a good bowling performance by Afghanistan. To restrict a team to 140.
145.
It don't look like
that's not bad.
Rashid Khan played.
So it seems as if not a lot of runs. Yeah, Rashid Khan was there, man. Let me see.
I don't think he bowled.
Yes, he didn't bowl.
Oh, he didn't bowl. He just batted. Okay.
And Mohamed had 40 runs. But
Mujib, I still like Mujib took 3 for 24. Nabi got 1, and Naveen Olhak got another 1. So let's see how it goes still. But right now, I can't say. I think about 2 weeks ago I was asked how confident I am, or last week, and I think I had said something like about 7 or I didn't push it to 8. I think it was about 7. Yeah, man. I think I might be still at the 7 still. Now, not gone up too much. Probably still at the 7. More to go to 6.5 more than anything else. But as we said, this was a warm up, so this would be it would be weird for me to be saying that I'm moving, but I'm still at the 7. I'm still at the 7 as regards to how I think we will do. Yeah.
Because I think we could go on, Gabriel. Go on.
Yeah, Gabriel, you were saying something?
Nah, I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, Marlon.
Because I know the group of individuals we have, Lennox. I am not panicking.
Mm-hmm.
But the display today was cause for concern, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not overly over the moon with our chances, because I think our chances are there about.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, this game today didn't really change my mind that much about them either.
Mm-hmm.
It's a team that could catch fire, but it's a team that could blow hot and cold at any day. And when they go bad, they go bad.
Exactly. We have a lot of players that are similar in qualities, and you see the same players today will give you 255, and tomorrow they will make 20 overs seem as if it is 90 overs. You understand? And everybody just get ball out in no time. You understand? I don't know. As me say, we have players that are there. Mm-hmm.
I think now people are discussing whether or not to play Gale for him to open. To me, this is what I don't know if people are considering. It could be a double-edged sword, because if he opens, he might still soak up deliveries to get himself in.
Mm-hmm.
And to
in the power play, same way.
Yes, like that to me is the biggest problem. Like, how much deliveries do you want to see the ball?
Yeah, in a 2020 game.
I have my problem with Simmons and his inability to rotate the striking. But you see the thing with those guys, they won't stick around Lennox.
Yeah.
Man trying 2020 is this. If you're out here and you can't put the ball to the boundary and rotate the strike, out.
Yeah, Simmons won't be selfish. Simmons will hit the ball in the air.
Lennox, Gil took 30 balls today. That is 5 overs.
It's a lot. Yeah, man, not too much that, man.
We can't sacrifice that. We cannot sacrifice that. No. That I will say that was because it was a warm-up game. That I will admit. Because I don't want him to take that much in the real game.
Yeah, man. We'd have to start a whistle. We'd have to whistle him off, man.
But it is a big problem, like somebody said at this point. Gale is a gamble. It's a big gamble. For a number of reasons. The inability to run, the inability to rotate the strike, because not only finding the gaps, you need to be able to run.
All right.
Run the hard tools, run the quick ones. Like, it is problematic anywhere you put him if he's not able to produce. And the style in which he plays nowadays.
Yes, because of the style, it doesn't matter where you put him. You see, a player a unformed player like a Hetmai or a Poor and those guys that are flexible now, based on how they are playing, they can bat anywhere in the lineup. But based on how our universe boss is playing, anywhere you put him, it's going to be the same sort of thing. And you notice I'm not even too saying anything much about him, because I don't want anybody to think me I hammer him down too much, because first thing, he's not in my team. He's not even in my team, so I won't even debate where he must bat. Because I am going off the numbers, so I'm not even on my team in the first place.
Unfortunately, neither you or I picked the team.
So. Yeah, that is the only thing. If I had picked the team, we don't want to go back there, but certain people would have in the team right now. So, make us see. Let us see how it goes. Come out and say we can't doubt the universe, boss. So let us see how it will go. Because at the end of the day, I think everybody going out there wants to win when the tournament gets underway. That is the important thing. All of them want to win. You understand? And as we say, we don't want ego take it over. We don't want ego take over the thing. If a man down here sees him batting 3-4 overs and can't get off, you need to try and change things a little bit, man. Try and change things a little bit. We don't want a man stay there and behave like same can play down 10 over out of 20 overs and then use the next 10 over for himself to try and swing. Also, we have enough players in our team. Yeah, maybe 8 years ago we don't have that problem. 8 years ago we don't have that problem, but we don't want that right now. We don't need that right now. So I don't know how they're going to work it, but at the end of the day, any team they put out there, any 11 they put out there, we're going to support them. But we still have to be critical of certain things, because we want them to get it right. We definitely want them to get it right.
Well, I will definitely be watching Saturday. I know that much. So
not a question.
And I will be cheering. Whether or not I will be pleased or upset at the end of the game remains to be seen.
Let's see where it go, because Saturday is what time they're playing Saturday? In the morning? More than likely it's in the morning.
Probably, yeah, the 9 o'clock game probably.
Yeah, it's probably going to be 9, but anyway, take it. We'll definitely see each other at the end of the day, and we will see on the live whether we are alive or not. But it's we need it. So Mr. Lover raised a point, say captain failed by batting first. All right, so we had an issue with the decision to bat first. What are your thoughts on that, Gabriel? Because I think you would have seen most of it. You think it was a wrong decision to go out there and bat first? What sort of demons was in the pitch that got better as the game went on? What was it?
Yeah, it was a wrong decision, but I don't think it would make a difference, because it's the mentality they went out to play the game with. It didn't really look like they really cared about winning the game.
All right, so you said it was a wrong decision, but maybe because of the same mentality. But what would have made it the wrong decision? Was the pitch? What happened to the pitch? Was the pitch a little bit wet and dried out as the game went on? Because I know that we call ourselves a chasing team, but from time to time we will come up on wickets that you will need to make a decision based on what's happening. Was the ground overcast in the morning? What was happening?
Well, to me, they should have the reason why they should have bowled first is to really to see how the wicket was playing.
Assess the conditions.
Then go on see what they could do. Assess from there now.
Yeah, I figured that probably that would have been the only reason. You understand? That's why I was testing her to see if you were going to say something wrong with the pitch, but seeing that some of the batsmen actually, went out there and some of them, Rastan Chase and a couple of them, they are playing a competitive game there for the first time in a while. So, it would have been good for them to go and get a ball and see the pitch, but I don't know if the captain would have seen something and would have said, all right.
Basically,
I would
going
have
into
said,
this
all right.
game, I expected Pakistan to be more dominant now because there is basically their home ground at a point in time. So them would have know how the pitch will play and know a lot about the surface and the atmosphere. So that's why I wasn't so confident we would have won this game.
Oh, all right. Yes, Marlon. What are your thoughts about batting first?
Well,
As I said, yeah, man, go ahead.
I don't think it should make a difference. I don't think it should have made a difference either way. This is T20 cricket. To me, the only big decision when it comes to batting first or not is if you have the due factor. The
Yeah,
pitches
that's
are
what I'm
not going
worried
to
about.
change radically within 20 overs, within a 20 over match, either way. So the weather didn't change much. It was hot, really, really hot, and there was no much cloud cover to speak of.
It was
So
extremely hot from start to front because even Ishan Kishan, he was dying out there. Yeah.
Relax. Even the India game, when I saw the highlights, you could see the guy sweating on the TV.
Yeah, man. He wasn't
Hey,
even able to move at one point.
relax. It was bad. It was really bad. And like Baba Azam was feeling it. It was bad.
It was hard out there. Yeah.
That in and of itself didn't make much of a difference, in my opinion, with how poorly we batted.
We batted. I think we have Richard on. Welcome to the live show, Richard. I haven't seen you in a while. You're coming on. You're coming on when we're almost logging off, man. I know how your time situation go, but I don't know if I got a chance to see the highlights of the warm-up game today that we played against Pakistan. So we were just discussing the scores and the tactics and all of that.
Yes, good evening, Sports to the Bone. Good evening, Marlon. And is it Gabriel?
Yeah, Gabriel Mendoza.
Gabriel Mendoza. Good evening. No, Sports to the Bone. I've been busy with the following the fortunes of the Jamaican national football team.
I was gonna say that, but I just wanted you to say it yourself.
I actually saw him over my friend's channel, weeping and gnashing teeth over Jamaica Reggae Boys. I saw you over my friend's channel.
Yes.
I saw him, Marlon. I saw him. I think even last night I saw him. They were talking about the Premier League. I saw him over there. Jamaica stress you out. Yeah, Richard, go ahead.
But wait, Lennox, it's really hard to follow Jamaica and West Indies at the same time, Like
I can't manage it, Marlon. I can't manage it. I'll be honest. I can't manage it, Bridget.
It's a tough one. I'm just getting aboard and getting the appetite for this T20. I did not see the warm-up game, that I followed your coverage and noted that Pakistan and West Indies played a warm-up game. Sports to the Bone, I would say, I'm for coming from a lay person's sofa fan perspective view, and I've got concerns for the West Indies. It's a twofold thing. I'm going to trust, as I text you a few hours earlier, I'm going to trust the process. I'm almost closing my eyes and ears at the news around the likes of Chris Gale not opening and batting at number 3. I'm closing my ears to the debate as to whether these West Indian openers and down the lower order are willing to take the 1s and 2s. And I'm hoping that the mentality is at a point where, despite the concerns of fans, they themselves in the camp, when they look into each other's eyes, are ready to go out and perform as they want to. And it will take a Herculean, professional, focused, dedicated, concentrated effort to defeat the likes of England, India, even Australia. You never count them out. But I've got concerns, and the number one thing I've really got a concern about is, have the selectors almost got blinkers on in terms of their decisions from selection to the batting order, and they may actually not be fully aware of the concerns of the fans who have genuine reason to to question some of the not only selections
Mm-hmm.
but attitude to this T20 tournament. I'm wondering if they've hamstrung themselves from the get-go, and it's going to be extremely difficult for them ultimately to get their way and talk their way and play their way out of the situation. What's your feeling on the matter?
But they said it themselves, you know. They said it themselves, right? Just a couple of days ago, when a couple of we spoke about this, you know. We said that we wanted to move on and focus on the players that are there. But seeing that you're on, let me just say this. The coach came out and he said that he, along with 3 other persons, sit down and pick the team, and they always know that there is always going to be talking on the outside from former players, commentators, and all sorts of people. But this is how they are doing it, and this is what they are going to do. And we saw senior players giving interview the other day, and when they were asked, as you said, reasonable questions, they basically, not in the same words, but they basically told the journalists not to ask that sort of question and work with what they are doing. That is basically what they said. Maybe not in how I'm saying it, but you know, the coach came out and they said that when we are picking the team, we select he along with 3 other persons come, they select the team, and this is how they are going to do it. Senior players come out, instead of addressing things and, you know, sort of explaining their way of doing things. No, they said this is how it's going to be done, and you should support us instead of questioning it. So that's why it's good. They are going to be under the microscope. We want them to perform, but because of how they would have handled the situation with a lot of the fans, it's going to put a lot of pressure on them. But you see, it's a good group of guys. You know, guys that would have achieved. We have good amount of players from the last World Cup, youngsters coming in. So if they are able to bond together and say, all right, this is what we need to do together as a group, let us I outlined a couple of things the other day. Let us show the right attitude when we play in the game. Be professional. Let us not be selfish. Selflessness. If they decide that they are going to come together and play the game like that to protect each other's back, then we might get something good out of it, because the quality is there now. But you know, it's just for them to deliver. It's just for them to deliver. But, you know, I don't think they would have angled the PR going into the World Cup the right way, if you ask me. I don't know where Gabriel and Marlon sits where this one is concerned.
Gents, your thoughts?
Well, based on what I am hearing and my understanding, some of it is they select who they want to select, and some of it the selectors select the players who the captain asks for. And at the end of the day, I guess you give the captain what he wants, because he's the one who will go there and marshal his troops. So you give him what he asks for. I have my issue to it, because some of it I think is quote-unquote fronting, to be honest, because some of the selections were not so good. But
so Marlon,
they have the confidence that they know what they're doing and that they will.
Let me put a pin in it right there, Marlon. You said that dreaded phrase, which we don't hear it too often in England. Not too often. The closest we might come in football is like with Gareth Southgate and Eric Dyer. You know, players that a manager may trust in, rely in. Kieran Trippier, that kind of thing. But the friend thing, 2021. How dangerous or vicarious is that term? And is it really the case, or is it the selectorial judgment? Are we being too negative by really labeling it a friends thing, Marlon?
All right. I'll go and let Marlon answer, but let me chip in. Marlon will answer on Gabriel. You see, what they need to do to make sure we're not saying that sort of thing is answer the request that Guyana Cricket Board has been making for months, for years now. Show us the selection criteria. What is it that players need to do in order to be selected? What is the fitness criteria? what sort of amount of runs they need them to make in order to be considered. What about the attitude? What is it? Outline it. Last time the GCB, that's the Guyana Cricket Board, came out and asked them that, they were told that they are not obligated to disclose any sort of thing. Now, if you don't have any problem, and I did a video about it. Now, if you don't have any problem, and you know that these are the islands that make up the team, right? If your everything is plain and everything is moving the right way, you should not have an issue to say, all right, this is the requirements. All right, GCB, you ask for this. Well, you need to talk to the players in your club so they can perform to make the Guyana team, and then this is what they need to do to get in the West Indies team. If it is not a friend thing, then there are steps written there said this is what we need. And just like how this man can make it, this man should be able to make it no matter which part of the country, which part of the Caribbean he come from. Once he fulfill all of these things, then the spot is his. It is as simple as that. And then people like myself and Marlon will not look at a guy like Rutherford and say, right, he should have been in, but this man did not score any runs, did not do anything, yet still is in. Right? So if they just give us the scroll, then we won't have an issue. That is how I see it. I don't know how Marlon and Gabriel. Gabriel, take first crack at it, then Marlon.
Well, I think I agree with what you say, right? With they should show the criteria of how players should make the team. I really don't know why certain players they pick certain players. The only thing we could say is probably his fronting with players like Darren Bravo. I really don't know what he did in the past to make that team, because he has been struggling. Not only in T20 cricket, but in CPL, Test cricket, he's struggling. ODI cricket, he's struggling a bit. I don't have an answer to why he in the team, and Ocean Thomas as well.
Yeah, Marlon. All right, Gabriel. Yes, Marlon.
All right, Lennox, a few things. Let me tackle the issue of the fitness standard. That fitness standard needs to be thrown in the garbage. Because it doesn't make much sense. I'll tell you why it don't make much sense. Everybody who goes out there has to play the game. So and you have to play. You have to bat and you have to field. When you are able to make fitness exemptions for certain people, it now becomes ridiculous, in my opinion. Because look at the test match. We have a fitness exemption. We have a fitness standard to meet. However, Rakim Khan is able to play test cricket. How can you make an exemption for Rakim Khan to play test cricket? However, you would drop Shimron Hetmyer for fitness. That cannot work. Because the same way to me that you could say, listen, Rakim is a really good bowler and Jimbo could strike it for us at the back end. I think you could make the same exemption and say, Hetmyer is a really good young batsman, So
they need to fix the system.
So, to me,
no,
that is ridiculous. And
remember,
the amount of exceptions.
Okay. Yeah, remember Rakim come out. He came into the team with that weight now. Hetmyer didn't come into the team with that unfitness in him now. And he become unfit. So that will bring a lot of attention on him, and they will be like, this guy is slacking off, and they will threaten to drop him and those kind of things now. So,
that right there is a solid point. Solid point. So you need to keep up the professionalism.
Indeed.
But I agree, but the principle is that everybody has to do the same thing in the game. So when you pick somebody like Rakim Khan, you have to hide him. Make no bones about it, you have to hide him. And even when you pick somebody like Gale, you have to hide Gale also. Make no bones about it. You have to put them in positions where you will not require them to feel much.
You see. Yeah, Marlon, finish up.
As much as you pick Hetmyer, you will never have to hide Hetmyer right now. You don't have to say, all right, Hetmyer, we're going to put you at fine leg because this ball won't come to you. And
our fly slip.
Our fly slip. Leg slip.
You see, you see, Marlon?
When we are
Fly
doing
slip.
it's problematic when we are doing these things, Lennox, with all these exemptions, the age
Real
exemption.
You see,
Real thing.
let me say this on the point before we move from that point. Let me tell you from when I understand that this fitness thing. Don't get me wrong, you know, I'm big on fitness and I like when guys go and do the work. But let me tell you from when I know that I can't say outrightly no. But when I start to suspect that the man am using fitness to tell lie. Evan Lewis in 2017, I think, was our top run scorer. The top run scorer of the team. And they left Evan Smith. Evan Lewis was the top run scorer in the ODI team. I don't remember if it was 2017, 2018. I spoke about this and this too. And the man them leave out Evan Lewis out of the game, out of the next series of the man not fit. When we say not fit, you know, they're not talking about if the ball hit him or spraying him or him break anywhere. You know. The same unfit man where they probably think wasn't able to complete a beep test. That was the top runs better. They drop the man and say him not fit. Then you're gonna tell me that this thing is not for anything, man.
But
you understand?
The guys who they claim are not fit, they look the same way they look now, the way they look when they were unfit.
the thing is a macro bridging. And you see this exemption. I understand this, you know. You see in track and field, you have something called the therapeutic use exemption, where athletes over a given period of time they are allowed. So, for example, if a lady pregnant and going to sit out for a while, or even if you have a certain injury, you get the over-the-counter medication where you have to take. Then you sign up that form, and if you test it within a certain time and see this trace of this substance come back, then you can say, boy, I got the therapeutic use exemption because of such and such. But you see, where cricket is concerned, if you're going to give man an exemption because of their age or their weight, and then you're going to leave out a man that is making the runs and a man that is taking wickets because of the fitness. It look away. It look away, Richard. It look away. Yeah, it look away. And that is why I will back the Guyana Cricket Board to say, show us the template. And the moment they came out and say, here what, we're not obligated to show you anything, then I say, boy, I can't trust them. I have to see it. If you understand what I'm saying, Richard.
Another thing though, with this, even you see, I am of no illusion that Guyana has their own self-interest at heart.
We know that.
Not everything they said I agree with. Personally, I agree with CWI when they did not offer a central contract to a Guyanese player. I back them on that decision. I don't see who deserved one in any of the formats.
Remember, you know, they are there to really set things and try and get their players channeled in, you know. So they are going to be biased, but the question that was a very, very good one. But as I said, they have their own agenda. They have their own agenda, to be honest.
So,
but
on that one,
I think
I don't support them on that one. But on this one, when they come and they was like, listen, you guys are lying about Churfie and Ratafan. We don't believe you.
But I saw something. I don't know if it was a fake page or what, you know, but I'm almost certain I saw something where particular players, you know, was saying that, boy, I wasn't called and given any fitness test, you know. That is what I saw. Can be fake page posting things, but I saw, and I am not the best reader in the world, but I read it where a man was saying that right now I wasn't called and given a fitness test. And if you're going to give a fitness test to select a team, you can't give individual fitness. You can't give one man the fitness test. No go so. I understand. So
listen,
I am no big coach or any big manager or anything, but common sense. Yeah, Richard.
Well, I was gonna say sports to the bone. Are we in danger though of overplaying this particular card? India, Pakistan, England, Australia, South Africa, Bangladesh, the list can go on. Do they not have their own issues regarding selections where these kind of biased, not quite transparent, going on hunches, experience, not relying solely on stats, stats and more stats. Sometimes you need to look at the eye test. Sometimes you need to maybe look at one for the future. With the likes of Chris Gale, you're going on previous reputation as well as his own unique ability and his word, for want of a better word. So, or want of a better phrase. So, are we in danger of overplaying this and maybe ultimately breeding a little too much negativity around this West Indies campaign? Should we seek to get behind the troops, maybe like the Tapper situation, not so much Tapper out, but maybe, all right, let's work for the good of the nation, in this case the West Indies. What say you? Speak.
I think we spoke about this when was it? We were on the live, I think Saturday, and we had said that we were going to move past this thing, you know, where we are talking about selection and all of that. So we had discussed that and said that, you know, we know that these are the 15 players that they are working with, so we're going to support them, right? And it was even brought up that maybe one of the reasons why the Universe boss was so upset with what Kirkley was saying, you know, it was pointing to the fact that other teams, the past players, are supporting them. And, you know, people are always going to be entitled to their opinion, but I'm thinking that the date, as I said on Friday, the date would have passed that allows us to change the team. So now that we know that the team will not be changed, we probably should not try to apply any more pressure about who should have been picked or who shouldn't be picked, and work with those who are there. So we had highlighted that already. Now, in terms of the other teams, every other team have the problem, and there's always going to be a leeway, you know, where stats and eye test is concerned. We're right in the middle. You're going to trust your guts and say, all right, we're going to work with this man. But I think how you deal with it and put information out there, that is a problem. That is a problem, right? We don't know the criteria. We don't know anything at all. So I guess that is the issue. But every team have their problem. South Africa have their problem. You know, Faf du Plessis, a lot of people say that should be in the team. Imran Tahir came out the other day, said it himself, said that they are basically treated him as if he is good for nothing. We saw where Dale Steyn came out the other day and posted something, you know, Faf du Plessis and Imran Tahir won the IPL. South Africa, big up Ngidi, did not mention those two, right? And I think one of the main reasons why Dale Steyn probably came out and defended that is not only because of the IPL, but probably because he thinks that, you know, those two guys should have been a part of the unit. You understand? So we also had some issue with Pakistan. Pakistan had some issues also. I think a player got injured the other day and they brought in Shoaib Malik. You know, a lot of past players think that Malik coming in doesn't make any sense. Hasn't been performing, didn't do anything in the CPL.
Change the whole stuff.
All right, they changed the I think Matty Hayden is down there, if I'm not mistaken.
Matty Hayden, Sacklin,
they change up everything.
And Vernon Philander.
Yeah, you understand. So every team have their own issue. Afghanistan have their problem. Rashid Khan stepped down as captain. We know the whole unrest that is going on. England,
India.
big problems same way. India have a batsman made 70 today in a warm-up game. Probably won't even play. Ishan Kishan because Rohit Sharma going to kick him out. Every team have their problem.
Dhawan and Chahal.
India don't have no problem.
Dhawan and Chahal.
The problem.
Team.
They've got good problems.
The problem is a good problem. That is the thing. The problem is good problem.
For choice.
Yeah, no, good problems. But
I understand the issue of Chahal not making the team, you know. But when you look at how good some of the guys who got picked are performing, I mean,
they are performing.
They don't have that much of a problem.
That's true.
Those guys are playing really well.
Mind you, it's interesting. We've just touched on that. Just a quick one before you come in. By all means, sports to the board. Marlon, how would you and Gabs? How would you actually tackle a situation, for example, that India have? If West Indies had that problem, would that be something that you'd be rejoicing in, or would you see the potential obstacles, roadblocks, rock stones. When you've got 2 or 3 players in prime form, quality players, and you've got to make a decision to drop or rest a certain player, that's gonna bring its own criticisms. Would you like West Indies to be in that situation, or would you rather say, you know what, we've got our embattled 15, we've got quality, we've got 1 or 2 that touch and go, but over in the Indian camp, for example, they are potentially leaving out quality players, informed players, and that might bring its own tension. So again, back to the original point, let's trust, let's build the confidence, let's build a vibe, and get behind the 15, and let's see how the cards fall. Go ahead.
Well, personally, I would take the Indian problem.
Oh, yeah, sir.
I would take the Indian problem any day, because knowing that you have the choices you have is a A and a A minus. I mean, if you have to take an exam, and say for instance, the 2 routes you could take, you could take 1 route and you get an A. Next route you take it an A minus. You wouldn't be overly concerned. And to me, that is some of the decisions that they have. Like, if you have Ishan Kishan, KL Rahul, and Rohit Sharma, those are your 3 openers you have to choose from. Listen, you could put them in a bag and just draw names and say, go out there. Such is the quality. Anybody would envy that position. As opposed to you knowing we have 1 solid opener who might be injured, and then other options that we have, they could work on any given day as much as how they could feel consistently. I would not want to be in that position. I would prefer the farmer.
All right. Yeah, Gabriel. Let me hear what you say, buddy.
I would think the India problem as well, but I'm not so really sure about Ishan Kishan. I find in the IPL, he was kind of blowing hot and cold at sometimes. And I was really surprised about his selection in the Indian team. I find Shikhar Dhawan should have gotten that opportunity to make the team, because before the pandemic that affect the IPL and they had to pause, Shikhar Dhawan was the top batsman. He had most runs in the IPL.
Yeah, he was getting some runs.
He was doing very well. So I was kind of surprised about the Ishan Kishan selection, but I see he score runs today. So yeah, but the India problem is more better off than West Indies.
Let's hope he blows cold and gets selected. Go ahead, Sports Studio.
Where India is concerned now, we have to remember that, you know. You see, the pressure will be on the players to deliver. The pressure will be on Virat Kohli and the coaching staff, because if you select a 11, you know, and put them out there and they fail, you're always going to have the former players that go and say, well, those guys were performing equally as good. Why didn't you go with them? So it's 6 or 1.5 dozen of the other, as they would say. It's a good problem to have, but it puts a lot of pressure, especially where the competition is being played this year. India, they definitely need to win it. They need to win it with this sort of pool that they have, pool of players. They will need to win it. You understand? In terms of wanting that problem, I think just a couple months ago, we were singing and jumping and shouting and saying that West Indies have a good problem on our hand, you know, but it had to do with the bowling, where we saw young Jaden Seals coming through. We had Obed McCoy doing his thing. Then we also had who was performing good, Roach doing his thing. We had Azari Joseph there on the side. You know, we were looking at it. I know it is Test cricket, but we remember we were talking about this a couple months ago. So, and we were all saying it's a good problem to have. So I would rather have the India problem, even though I would have more pressure on me to go out there and deliver. But having the pressure to go out there and deliver, it's good pressure because you have the players that can deliver. You understand? So it's a good problem to have. But Virat Kohli, especially stepping away as captain, he will need to win. He will need to win it. You understand? And you know I think they will do well. I think they will do well. You know, whichever 11 they select, I think they will do well. That's how good the players are that they have.
I really
not to say that our players are not good enough, but the consistent that they perform is good.
The issue India has is that doing well is not good enough for India. India should have.
That is the problem. That is the problem.
Anything short of victory for India is not good enough. West Indies could do well and be content, but India can't.
That is the problem.
I'm coming from my sofa point of view, London, England style, and I'm gonna call out two names. You may have covered it, but as I said, I'm warming to the T20 task of the West Indies and all these nations, good and true. I'm gonna call out Royston Chase, who seemed to be with his late run, the man for that anchor role and one who was much in demand from what I understand. And Hayden, is it Hayden? Let me see. Hayden, what's his name?
Hayden Walsh Jr.
Hayden Walsh Jr. Those two players, are they trump cards? Are you at least 85% happy with their potential and likely contribution to this West Indian campaign? Fill me in and fill in the viewers and subscribers.
Yeah, that right there is a solid question, because we have been covering these two guys from the other day. Where Royston Chase is concerned, I really think he worked for his spot on the team, and you know, if whether he will perform or not, that's a whole different thing. But over the last 2 years, he would have proven, you know, going up against quality bowlers in the CPL, because that is where he's going to get his chance. That he has the ability to bat, anchor the innings, rotate, strike, and still even strike the ball pretty nicely at a good strike rate. I think he was, in the last CPL, he was striking at maybe 144, somewhere thereabout. Not saying he will be able to do the same thing with these sort of bowlers, but in terms of him going out there and being able to anchor the innings, I would maybe say I'm 80% to 85%, as you asked, okay with him going out there, right? And I think he will deliver. You understand? Whether he will deliver or not is a total different thing, but I am happy with him. Where Royston Chase is, where Hayden Walsh Jr. is concerned now. I don't know if he will be a hidden man anymore, because teams would have taken notice at what he did against Australia, I think South Africa and Pakistan, right? The problem though is form of late. You know, his form isn't too good. Didn't do too well in the CPL. And in the warm-up game today, you know, he got 2 wickets. He got Babar Azam and Hafiz, I think. But he went for 40-something runs, bowl wide and short. You know, but if he's able to get it right, I think he has the quality to pick up a couple of wickets. Whether or not he will be economical is a different thing, because, you know, he has always picked up wicket, but he has not always been economical. That was always his issue. So whether or not I am going to bank on him, I wouldn't say 80% right now, because I don't even know if he's going to be an automatic starter right now based on what is happening. But he definitely can get a couple of wickets, you know, but I don't know if he will bowl 4 overs for 20 runs. You might be looking at 4 overs, 35, 38 runs, 1 or 2 wickets. So I'm not 100% where Walsh is concerned. I don't know what Gabriel is thinking and Marlon.
Jets?
Yeah, Gabriel. Yeah, Gabriel.
Is he still there?
Yeah, man.
Maybe he's on mute. Oh.
Yeah, go ahead, Marlon. He said must go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Well, I think Chase should get a chance to start the first game. That is my opinion. Mm-hmm. Because I think he'll do an okay job, and I think he deserves a chance. Like I say, from my analysis of today's game, Lennox, pressure was what got him out. Mm-hmm. Because from my recollection, the man played a shot in the outside, and then 5 dot balls got accumulated. There was nothing left to do more than try something. And he tried it, and they caught him. I would not kill him for that, in my opinion, considering what was going on at the next end. So I would give him the chance. My thing is, Chase is not a big name T20 player. He does not have the records behind his name. So I think, and he's not one of the, you know, in every team you have the popular players who everybody loves.
Yeah. So he's sort of a laid back calm man. Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he has the favor that other players have in the team.
Yeah. So, agreed.
those things might work against him. But if you ask me, he would be my number 4 batsman. Comes Aiden Walsh Jr., I agree that the man is not the most economical bowler, but he takes wickets. Today, wasn't impressed in the least. But I wasn't impressed with any of the bowlers today because the bowling wasn't poor, but it wasn't anything to really write home about. It was just average. So I don't know which one of them will actually play the next. I genuinely don't know which one of them will actually play because neither of them are the most popular players in the team, and they didn't set the world alight today either. They really did.
All right.
It's a very interesting point.
Yeah. Gabriel, your time. Yeah, big up yourself, Coaches Dix. Coaches Dix in the house.
Like up the program. Like up the program.
Coach, I remind us of like the thing, you know.
Respect, coach.
Yeah, Gabriel.
Yeah, to me, Ruston Chase, he didn't do bad today. I find he should play every game that West Indies playing because that, if you check back on our past series that we played, that was our problem. We wasn't able to rotate strikes. So we shouldn't drop a man that come into the team who has that mentality and the ability to rotate his strike as well as him. He should be in every game. And Walsh Jr. to me seems like a person that the more he bowls, the more confident he will get and the more better he will bowl going forward. So I think he should play in every the next warm-up game and bowl out his whole 4 overs and see what is going on from there. And I believe he should even start the first game.
I agree with Gabriel. I would start both of them.
I saw my tick sports to the one. I saw my tick.
You guys see me looking around. Is that tremor just happening, you know? I feel the sofa just start shake.
A lie. How will you really tell us?
Let's look around. Yeah, man. Probably in the next couple of minutes, you're going to see, you know what Jamaican people know. You're going to see everybody you're going to see everybody putting it up on their WhatsApp and all of that. Yeah, I felt it just now.
I didn't feel anything.
You see me looking. Yeah.
I didn't feel anything.
Yeah, man.
Ja.
What if I'm not on me city, I try.
Some big rodent.
Yeah. Yeah, but as we said, guys, the
Rakim the boat.
The game, the team. We saw wind down still, you know, guys. I was planning to go to 7:38 now. 7:38. You know it go. I have to pick up the wife and thing from work. But in terms of the team, as we said, we're going to work with the 15 players that we have there. And out of those 15, we are hoping that they get the combination right and get a good, solid 11 to put out there. You understand? Because we have all the big names on paper, you know. But if we don't go out there and perform, then it's going to be dreadful. It's going to be dreadful. It's going to be dreadful. I can tell you that. So we need them to go out there and show what. As I always say, you know, I don't want people to tell me that this man will eventually come good enough. Come good and let me see. Let me see it. I want to see it. That is why when I'm saying that if a man hasn't been on form for a while, a couple months, I'm going to say he will eventually come good. I understand when I say class is permanent and form is temporary, but start get by the form, let me see. I won't stick my neck out for you without seeing the form. I want to see it. You understand? So hopefully they are able to piece together a good 11 and, you know, we can go out there and knock England because, as I said, guys, at the top, they looked really good today. They looked really, really good today.
They won't be ramping. They won't be ramping. They'll be insisting and looking for a fast start. Make no mistake. So West Indies will have to hit their straps in that game. Can West Indies afford to drop a game or two? Can they? How's the format set? Can they afford to start slowly and then warm to the task, or is it all guns blazing from the get-go? What are you looking for?
I want all guns blazing, you know. That is what I want because momentum going into a big tournament is always important. But then again, on the flip side, you will have the other, you will have experts that will tell you that sometimes when you get a one bad game out of the way from early, then, you know, you would have played your bad game. That I don't know if they believe that luck always deal you a bad game. I don't know what that is. But I believe in going out, pressing on the front foot, getting the victory, and setting yourself up. I think you can lose a 1 game or a 2 game because it's 2 teams go through, right? But I don't want to cut it. Yeah, I don't want to cut it that close. I don't want it to go down where we're squeezing to go through. I want us to go out there and win. You understand? I'm not saying that we'll win from game 1 to the finals and win, but you know, it's always good to build a momentum going in. It's always good to build a momentum. And you are the defending champions. So why not go out and set a statement? As defending champions, and everybody should be hunting you down. You shouldn't be going out timid to say that we're going to try do this or try do that. No, man, defending champions have loads of players playing in different top leagues around the world. Go out and go out on the front foot and do the thing, man. That is how I see it. You know, as I said, the experts will come out and say, well, get your 1 or 2 bad game out of the way and then go from there. The fact of the matter is you might get a 1 or 2 bad game in and then the coaching staff to start to panic and start chop and change and then you don't have a team gelling. You understand? So I don't know what Marlon and Gabriel think. Win the first couple of games or what?
Of course. Can't lose none.
Unbeaten run.
Yeah.
For me, you see, if you look at if you understand how cricket said, Lennox, there are the top eight teams, and then you fall off a cliff. When it comes to quality, you literally fall off a cliff. It's not like, say for instance, football where you have about 20 good teams in the world, and in a day they could beat each other, and it's not like the sky is falling. But cricket is not like that. So you have Australia, England, and South Africa in our group. We can't lose into those teams because we have to expect that they will beat up the associate teams that come in group. So starting off with England, that game must be a win. To be honest,
yeah, we have to win them.
Considering that it's only 2 spots, and we have 3 good teams in the pool. Considering that the associate teams, more like everybody will beat them, in my opinion. There will always be upsets in tournaments, but when I see it, then I see it. But I believe everybody will beat up on the associate teams.
All right.
So you must beat South Africa and England if you want to go through. Beat all 2, or you must beat 1.
I think, you see, the problem is, I know Ravi Rampal was picked for this, but I don't know. You see, if we don't strike early against England and pick up a couple of wickets, problem. If they use Jason Roy, Josh Butler, whoever they use, David Mellon, whichever, if we don't get 1 or 2 of those guys out early in the power play, it's going to be a problem. Those 2 openers are the number 3. I don't know how they're going to set it. Whether they're going to use Bairstow and Jason Roy. We're talking about this previously. I don't know how they're going to use it.
Disruptive player.
I don't know how they're going to do it, but we need 1 or 2 of these guys out within the power play. If these guys bat up to 8-9 overs, problem. Then Moeen Ali is there also, right? And we saw what he did today. Got up a pretty looking for 43 effortlessly. You see, as I said, we need early wickets, and that is why Ravi Rampal will command a lot of pressure if he's the one to really do this for us. You know, his pace isn't up as we know, so he will have to be skillful. The English players, they're not afraid of pace. So you're going to have to outsmart them. They're not afraid of pace. So you're going to have to be outsmart them, and it won't be easy because Josh Butler, Bairstow, all of these guys, they play reverse sweep, they play scoop, they play all of these just like a normal straight drive. It is that easy to them. It is that easy to these guys. You understand? So we're going to have to outfox them. You're not going out. I'm not saying that if you rough them up with pace, you can't get them in. But generally speaking, we're going to have to outfox these guys. We're going to have to depend on Bravo and the others coming up with solid plans to get rid of these guys. You understand? And knock them over.
Dare you give the West Indies bowling attack marks out of 10, Remember, guys, let's hit the like button. Sports to the Bone, can you remind the viewers and subscribers the importance where that like button is, just in case they've forgotten? There's quality conversation here. We need to follow the coverage and make sure it reaches as far across the diaspora as possible. Go ahead, Sports to the Bone.
All right, well said, well said. I am always telling the people to, when it comes on to hitting this like button, this thing works with the YouTube algorithm. But no matter how I preach like Paul, the only thing the big finger do working and typing comments and not hitting the thumbs up button. But yeah, man, seriously now, guys, when we hit the thumbs up button, then it sends the video up in the YouTube algorithm, push the thing out. More people who love cricket can, see the thing up in their feed when it comes on to YouTube. So that is why we always say hit the thumbs button, hit the like button, hit the like button. You understand? So that is the whole importance. We see coaches text come on, always reminding us to hit the like button, but the people just rushing to get their comments in. I don't know if it is because they know that I'm going to select on each comment and read everybody thing out aloud. But yeah, man, we have to, as they say, what go? One hand can clap, so we have to help me too. Yeah, man.
For real. And we have to change up our patterns as well. If we want the West Indies team to fix up and look sharp and take the ones and twos, we as viewers and subscribers can take time out and change our routines and make it a routine to hit the like button and then comment. Hit the like button, comment. Hit the like button,
comment.
And then you're free to comment as they have a like. Can we give potential marks out of 10 for the bowling attack? And fill me in, if you could, regarding the wicketkeeper batsman role. I must say, Mr. Fletcher doesn't strike me as a one that whets the appetite, but I could be entirely wrong. And I know Mr. Nicholas Pooran is one for the gloves as well as that middle order role. Though he's been coming in for a little bit of criticism from some of the comments I've been seeing. Can you marks out of 10 for the quality of our bowling attack, and can you fill us in regarding the wicketkeeper batsman position within the West Indies team and how it may compare to the other contenders and runners and riders?
When it comes on to the bowling, you see, coming into the World Cup before the squad was named, a lot of us, I was actually one of them, was singing the praises of all our bowlers, saying bowling unit looking good. We worried about the batting. You understand? The game that we saw today, I don't know if it is much to go by. And the problem, I could almost say we can give our bowling 8 out of 10, and then I could say we can give them 5 out of 10. Here why? I don't know the combination that they are going to use. That is the problem. We have some bowlers, we have a couple of bowlers there that you can consider them to be quality on their given day, but we have to get the combination right. We cannot have too much of the same thing. Andre Russell, once he's fit, will play. He will give you 2 to 3 overs, right? Bravo will give you 4. If they're going to use Obed McCoy, we assume he's going to bowl 4. If they're going to use Ravi Rampal, he will bowl 4. O'Shane Thomas is there also. So you see, that is the problem. I'm not sure what sort of combination. We can look at other teams and we can easily identify the 3 or 4 bowlers that they will use. But the problem is I don't know the combination that they will use. Say, for example, they go with the combination of Bravo bowling 4, Rampal playing and bowling 4, Obed McCoy playing and bowling 4, and then they will maybe get 2 or 3 from Russell. That is maybe a 7.5 out of 8 bowling lineup, and most of it is banging on Obed McCoy being as consistent as we would have seen him. Mind you, we haven't seen him in these sort of conditions as yet. I know he had played in the Abu Dhabi T10 league last year, I think. You understand? So I don't want to mark him down too hard where that is concerned. But I don't know if I want to give them too high or too low of a mark. Not that I want to sit on the fence, but I know Bravo will give a 4 solid overs. The thing is that Rampal is just coming back, so I'm not sure what he's going to do. He's expected to take wickets in the power play if he's going to open the bowling. So maybe, generally speaking, I had the team at a 7 out of 10. So the bowling, maybe 6.5, 7 thereabout. Where the wicket keeping position is concerned now. This is a very interesting spot, because when it comes on to this spot, remember, this is not test cricket, so your wicket keeper needs to hit the ball out of the park when he comes in at 5 or 6. You understand? Nicholas Pooran is known to do that. But based on his form going in, we are not sure if he's at the spot to do that right now. The coach said a couple of days ago he's not worried about Pooran. So maybe I am not in the place to say that, you know, he's not ready. The coach said that he's not worried and he will come good. But the wicket keeping position is extremely important. You are just standing behind. You are standing behind there to keep 20 overs. Yes, but batting at number 5 as a wicket keeper batsman, you might be expected to bat 10 overs if the top order fail. And this is the thing. Nicholas Pooran is a wicket keeper batsman in the team, but he's also a batsman that can bat in an ODI or a test team at number 4. He's that good. So that is why we want him to come good. Where the other teams are concerned, the wicket keepers, we know Richard Pant, he's definitely there. England, I think Bairstow will keep. We saw him today getting 49. The other teams doing their thing. You understand? But the problem is that Nicholas Pooran can make West Indies team as a batsman. So that is where the problem is. So if he's not making runs, you know, I don't know if fans might be tempted to say, here what? If Simmons is making runs, let Simmons keep and drop him then. Because Pooran can make the team as a batsman. So if he's not making any runs, it's going to be tough to keep him just as the keeper. The next thing is he's the vice captain, so it's going to be difficult. I'm going to let the other guys go. I have to move out a little bit. So Marlon and Gabriel going to address it, and then when we come back, we'll tie it up a little. All right? So just give me a second.
What was the first question again?
He was asking about. Yeah. Go ahead and remind.
Yes, Marlon and Gabs, I was going to say, I was asking about marks out of 10 for the prospective bowling lineup of the West Indies in its various formations, followed by the wicketkeeper batsman position.
Well, personally, I don't know what mark I would give, and that's because of the uncertainty. Probably the only bowler I am certain that on any given day we could get solid 4 overs from him is Bravo. I could guarantee Bravo's a few wickets from Bravo and a good enough economy area, in my opinion. The other bowlers now, they're not in form. Ian Walsh did not have a good CPL. When it comes to Obed McCoy, his CPL was interrupted by injury and some average performances. Rampal is coming off a really, really good CPL, but we haven't seen him at this level in a long time. We haven't seen him at this level. Andre Russell, injury, who knows what he will look like. There's a lot of uncertainty around the ball, in my opinion, and a lot. If you had asked me this, just like Lennox at the end of the series before the CPL started.
Before the CPL, yeah.
I'd have given them an 8 or a 9. That was how good they were performing.
Yeah, they were performing good.
But right now, there's a lot of uncertainty, in my opinion. A lot. The wicketkeeper batsman role now, I'm one of those people who have been saying that Nicholas Pooran has been having a horrible time. However, just like that comment that flashed across the screen, his spot is secure. They will not drop it. And I not that I agree with that statement, but I know that statement to be true.
Yeah.
They will not drop that young one. So I would say us discussing it is futile, but I think his spot is safe. Barring injury or barring some horrible performances with the bat and the club, but I don't think he's going anywhere.
What say you, Gabriel? Gabriel already answered?
Well,
not yet. Coming in.
All right. Yeah, let him jump on.
Well,
is that
Gabriel? Based on the past series that we have played, people and I myself wasn't really thinking about the bowling is the problem because we were batting very poor. But and based on the CPL and as well, bowling is not really the problem. We're talking about batting. So I don't really think the bowling, although we don't have top ranked bowlers in the world, like how we had Badri in the past and Narayan. I don't really think our bowling is that bad, because we can get the wickets, and we have Bravo and Obed McCoy. McCoy, he hasn't really done well in the CPL, but it looks to me as if when Bravo and those other guys is playing with him, he looks more motivated and he gets the job done now.
Gets good support from them also.
Yeah, as well. And on those wickets, the people, as Marlon said, he think Bravo will be the best bowler and he will get the wickets. The reason why he will get the wickets because of his different deliveries and his variations in his deliveries. And Owen McCoy is a very similar bowler. That's why I think he will also get a lot of wickets. And not so sure about Rampal, but we are hoping Walsh Jr. getting form and get a lot of wickets as well. So I don't really know how to rate the bowling out of 10, but I will give it probably 7 or 8 out of 10. And concerning Nicholas Pooran, the wicket-keeping batsman position, I don't think he will get a job. If I was the coach as well, or someone who has the ability to say who should play or not, I won't have dropped him either, because I know of his ability and I would support him and hope that he do well, because to me, we don't really have anyone to replace. I won't replace him with Andre Fletcher, because I don't rate Andre Fletcher, especially on those surfaces in Dubai. I don't think Andre Fletcher will do as good as Nicholas Pooran. And Nicholas Pooran could play spin very well. So that's my take.
Well said. Well said, Gabriel. Sports to the
guys,
board. How's it looking?
Well, we're not going to have to go pick up wifey from work, man. Initially I had planned to, we started at 6 and I had planned that by 7:30 we would cut it. But when the reasoning good, when the reasoning solid. Yeah, man. So we're going to have to hop out now. But we know it go tomorrow morning. Oh, watch out for our video, guys. I saw where they posted something about the games that we are supposed to play against England, not the World Cup. We have some games coming up, so I'm going to talk about that a little. And probably we can go live tomorrow evening again, as I would have indicated. I apologize to you guys. I was off live for a month, but, work starts. We sort of set the pace for work now, so we have some more time. So we can do some more live. So we're going to have to leave this one right here for now, but I want to say shout out to our new panelists from over there in Trinidad and Tobago. Gabriel, Richard as usual, and Marlon, Richard, the Arsenal man. We barely survived today. Lacazette with a late equalizer.
Mercy play. Mercy play. I want to run in, but let me say it was a good game, but my heart really dropped when he scored that goal. I want to tell you the problem, You see how these guys scored. But we are going. What do you mean your heart dropped?
Man,
when they get the equalizer.
I want to the lows, man. I want to the lows. I want to tell you why too. After you guys had scored, it's as if you just started inviting pressure. You just stopped playing ball. But I'm going to be honest, the team is looking good. Your team is coming on. And, as you came on and said, trust the process, I can know that you're an Arteta man. That is what he always said. Trust the process, trust the process. Well, we're going to leave it right here. Here I can't knock you right now, because I have a team of superstars over there with a coach that is a PE teacher like myself here. So we're going to leave it right here, guys. All right, it was nice to have you guys on. To all the persons that commented, everybody that was on, we will definitely do it again soon, maybe tomorrow. Big up on yourselves, in. I'm out. Lick 'em more.